Join with us in the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States. To the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Want to welcome everybody to August the 18th, Town Council of Swayzee. And we've got those that are joining us by video. Welcome you. A little bit of housekeeping. Got minutes from last month's meeting. I think there was an executive, just a regular. I wasn't present, so anybody have a chance to read it and have a motion to accept?
I motion to accept the minutes as written from last meeting.
And a second.
I'll second.
All right, Heather and Mike, all in favor? 301. We will go ahead and start with anybody from the public that wants to bring anything to the council tonight. Sure, go ahead, Samantha. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good.
I would like to know if it would be okay to put a metal Bigfoot sign at the corner of South Washington and East Main. And I would put my logo on here.
Okay.
I kind of put where I thought it would go.
Yep.
Okay, size reference, it's a 7 foot. I would put it in a planter box if that would be okay, and I could cement it in there, that way nobody could take it easily. And then I would like to put flowers in there as well, if that would be okay. Sorry, pointing down to my Bigfoot bake stand. So everybody,
Yes.
yeah, we know where that's at.
Yeah, we know what you're talking about.
Did you look up and down like the sidewalks, like it said? Did anybody have, do you know about where you can put it according to where everybody else's signs are? Okay.
Yeah, anything beyond the sidewalk gets fixed.
Yeah. Would it be in that lot or is it on the edge there? It's not going to interfere with parking.
No,
And it's on our property, not the railroad, right? Where? Yeah, you couldn't tell exactly where that's at. We just need to make sure of that because there's a set easement and they would throw a fit if it was inside there. 5 feet off the middle, 20 feet off the middle of the tracks, I think. Yes, I don't have a problem. Does anybody else have thoughts or concerns?
Thanks for asking.
Yeah, absolutely. When do you think it'll be up, or do you have a time frame?
probably the next couple weeks.
Okay.
How's your bake stand doing?
Yeah.
This is just going to get their attention.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like to have it up before Swayzee days too.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sounds good.
You want your pictures back? They'll be at the end.
Rodney, have you got anything you want to bring tonight?
Oh.
Harold.
First of all, I really appreciate each and every one of you serves my town. As you are well aware better than anyone else, not a lot of thanks. I appreciate the time you put in it, and thank God you do. So
Thank you.
Appreciate you saying so. Brian or Kathy, have you guys got anything? Kenny or Lynn, have you got anything you want to bring tonight? Kenny, is there anything you want to bring tonight? Okay. Derek?
hey, I'm gonna listen. Thank you.
Okay. Tyler? Holy smokes, we are on a roll.
Thanks, Derek, for the sign down here, taking care of it. He cleaned it all up and hauled it home, cleaned it up and made it look nice.
Yeah, thanks for that. Well, we will start on the town reports. Philip, we'll start with you. Oh, well, yeah, that's true. Start with the third.
I did get quotes for the Paragon tower that were recommended by Preferred Tech and Tower. I've got one person I need to talk to kind of sort through what exactly is necessary. Look at that. Peerless Midwest for maintenance of the water plant, and then they install new master meter shut off valve. So it's been a long time coming, so that's a good thing to have to take care of. I've been told that the generator transfer switch at water plant, the next step, very electric, ready. I heard maybe something this week, so we'll just hope that it's soon we can get that going. I'll talk about the chlorine detection system in a second. We did have to call Living Waters to help with the water plant because our healing pumps stopped working, but we got it going. And our representative from the Alliance Indiana Rural Water was able to come and help do some leak detection, see if we had any water leaks, and Jake spent some time with him. And there was few major leaks that were found in on private property. So that's up there. With the wastewater side, you do have that quote for the wastewater data loggers. That was for 14,635 for 5. They give us a quote for 10, it's just double that. So that's something that we need to make a decision on. See if we can get that.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
When we get our new plant, is this something that will continue with the new plant? And do we need 10? Or will 5 get by?
If we started with 5, that would be great.
But it's something we will continue to use.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's going to help find what stormwater is making its way into the sanitary, which all ends up at the waste plant. So that's something that we continue looking for.
Because we have a lot of I&I, or likely a lot of different places, so finding that will help the new plant just as much, just like this plant. So finding that would be pretty invaluable.
That's what this does.
Yes.
Okay, now I understand.
Very electric. Did agree to give us a quote for installing. Making sure we have a connection at the water tower lift station for a portable generator. So there's a possibility that Town of Swayzee has 2 portable generators. And there might be something we can do. There was a need that they might need some help with that, so I can talk to them a little bit more. That we had a connection out there. That would be a big deal. So that we did have fog and one of the last big rains, and just kind of made me more aware. We had a problem. Have problems. Have big problems. So I'll get that next time. We did get the wastewater plant computer. What I found out is that American pump fabricated an extension for the one we had before. Because it needs to be raised up. And so I talked to them and they had taken continuity of development one. See what could be done. They still have that and said it's in working order. So they're gonna come install that on the new one to help us get tax. That's something else that they're electric. So that couple things out of the use of life. We were having problems with chlorination at the wastewater plant, and that's been solved thankfully. And then we have, actually, we have for the wastewater data waters, 548 technologies. And then there's a quote from Living Waters for 3 leak detection units. We have 2 chlorine rooms. One at the water plant, one at the wastewater, and the sulfur dioxide room at the wastewater plant. And so we need leak detectors for safety and compliance. So this, or we did actually for all 3 of those. That's something that we can take care of that soon. That would be very important. Have.
We need a motion.
Yeah, I'll make a motion that we accept that bid for 5285.25 from Living Waters to get all 3 of the detection units, 2 chlorine and 1 sulfur dioxide.
I will second that one.
Any questions or comments? All in favor of that motion? 4-0.
Now, what about the other one? The 14,635, is that one needed right away, or is that one that can wait? Therefore, the,
It's
data loggers,
something that needs to be done.
Yeah.
One way or another.
like tomorrow, or can it wait?
Or 6 months ago, one of the 2.
Okay,
Tomorrow, Tuesday.
but we need it.
I think that we do as we continue to wait and try to do all the things that we can do. Every time that IDEM is here, they, will look for things. They want to see progress. That's the bottom line, is they want to see progress or a new plant or both. So in my mind, I think doing the 5 makes more sense than the 10, just for the financial end of it. But when Philip and I met with this guy, I can't think what his name is off the top of my head, but we were just talking about the reality that one of our plant's biggest challenges is overcoming the surge of stormwater that is in the sanitary system. And we need to do all that we can do to try to find where that's coming from, so that we have, some direction to determine whether we're going to go spend money there to try to correct it, or, kind of what that situation looks like. And these units will help us do that, because it will monitor the flow, and they're movable. So we put 5 out. And how long did he say 6 weeks? Is that, am I dreaming? Yeah, so we can put them in place and then let them sit. They gather the data, and they will be able to detect pretty much instantaneous flow change. And that's where we're finding, the waste or the storm water is a quick surge. It's not a slow trickle. If we're getting it, we're getting it. And so it will be a relatively, I don't want to say easy, but a clear cut recognition that, okay, we've definitely got an I problem in this line or whatever it is, and then they're movable. So once we've got them set for 6, 8 weeks, whatever it ends up being, we can then move them to another location again and continuing to try to find what areas of town are our biggest challenge when it comes to stormwater in the sanitary system. So,
Do we have the money?
oh yeah, I mean, it's all relative, but
Oh.
yes.
Then I would make the motion to go ahead with that too, especially since it's something we can use with the new plan.
And
It's not
I'll
just a
second,
Band-Aid.
I will second that. I think it's a good use of our money trying to show IDEM that we are making efforts.
So once you find out what those problem areas are at, how do you fix it?
Depends on why it's doing or where it's coming from. I don't have a great answer for that yet because we've got, I think my gut, Philip may have a different perspective, but I think there are areas of town when the separation happened in whatever year that was, that there were places that didn't truly get separated because we're getting such a quick inflow that I just can't help but think that we're tied straight into stormwater in some areas. It may not be lots of areas, but and then, yeah, so it's going to be a little bit of an investigation to try to figure that out initially. And then the second step is going to be, okay, how do we fix it? And what will that cost? But if we can get, because when it's dry, our plant is big enough. It handles our flow. It's when we get a rain event that we spike, and that's when IDEM's flags go up, is that we can't handle our flow. It's because we're trying to sanitize rainwater. So
You can't fix it if you don't know what it's doing.
exactly. So yeah, that's, in my mind, this is definitely a good use of funds, and we'll also show IDEM that we're trying to make an effort while we're waiting to make the bigger plant change. So Rhonda made a motion, I seconded. Any questions, Mike or Heather? All in favor?
Aye.
4-0. Excellent. You have anything else, Philip?
That's it.
Didn't mean to jump over you, Brittany, but we can jump back to you while we're on that end.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I don't have a lot, just I wanted to update you about the website. So I am in the process right now of waiting for them to send me a test site URL. So that means that we will have private access to look at it, and I'll send that out to you guys, and you can peruse it and make a list if you see something wrong, let me know, and then I will send those edits on to them. It's like kind of a process. They have a submission form of changes that I have to submit. So once I get that URL, I will send that out to you. And then I had a question, because I know it's kind of back and forth, but if you guys are interested in doing email addresses with like the swayze.in.gov, this would be the time to do that. How it works though is they, not to confuse anybody, but they use a third party software to set that up, and they connect it to our website for us. There is a cost to that. The website's free, and they're designed to support us for free, but there is a cost to the email. I'm not quite sure what it is yet, and it all depends on how everybody here's me, here's email addresses, but like, you guys can have, like, town council email. Des could have, Josh could have one, or whatever. If not, that's okay, we can probably do it any time, but since we're in the process of doing this now, I can go ahead and look into it. You guys.
I'd say look into it, get the pricing and also get with. I would need to figure out how many we would need, which would be a factor of your cost probably.
Yeah.
And then how hard is it to change one? You know, if somebody steps off the board, what's the process of, getting that one removed and adding or replacing it, or just what would that look like?
Yeah, I mean, this is a company that lots of local town governments use for email, hosting, so I don't. Sure they have it down pat, but I don't know what that looks like, so I can put that in my. I just need to contact the sales team and ask that, so, yeah, I'm assuming that a lot of you just use your personal email. Right, so we have on the website.
Yeah. Might be good to have something a little more consistent but look into it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just supposed to be about 60 days. Yeah, so maybe that looks like my time. Yeah.
Okay. Any questions for Brittany? Jake, you got anything for us tonight?
Yeah, I don't have a whole lot. Worked on some drainage from behind the flagpoles of the west park. To drain over where the new post office is gonna go and then tie into the 36-inch drain in front of the ambulance barn. Those are two low spots that hold quite a bit of water, so trying to work on getting some pricing to get that water moved. I'll touch a little bit on the sinkhole down here. We put a new drain, it goes to the creek. Ever since we put that in, water has constantly ran out. It don't matter if we've had rain or it's been dry, there's been a constant flow of water. So, like Philip said, the Lions came out, we did some walking and found 3 trailers at the trailer park with water spraying into their homes, so. That stuff's running right into the drain, and so I notified the park manager, and they're supposed to be getting that taken care of. We had, you want me to bring up what we talked about down there, Rhonda? Even if she's not here?
If you want, I can too, we both, and Josh has something to say.
So we had a lady that came to the meeting that wanted I guess, a road out of their housing addition. It's not an easement, it's private property. I went down and looked at it with Rhonda. There's a fence and a pole and a basketball goal blocking. Like I told her, I don't think it's gonna be worth trying to do. I also brought up if that's something she wants to do, I say the town stays out of it since it's private property and just let her go talk to the homeowners and property owners. If they give her the okay, then we're out of it. And this is just for the rummage days. So they have a way out of the housing issue.
I'm gonna add a few things. Kyle called in a favor, I think, and the county recorder sent like 30-some pages of documented history of that land, and it's never been an easement and it's never been a road. And it went all the way back to the late 70s. This is as far back as I looked. So there you go. And I talked to Bev Howard, who's the other lady doing the rummage sales. And she probably told Gloria, because Gloria's not here tonight. So that's where it stands. And Josh had a comment too.
Yeah, I went down there and looked at it with Rhonda as well. And just without moving some things and putting in gravel and the farmer getting rid of some of his crops on that corner. It's not feasible safely. You can't get vehicles through there. It'd be a mess, honestly, unless some things were changed and you could put in an actual type of roadway. It's just not a safe way it stands.
Thanks for.
Did you have anything, Kyle?
Well, I mean, I think she brought up last time the meeting that was platted that way in the neighborhood that wasn't. You know, that's probably what she was told, but. Yeah, she might have been told that, but it was never reality. Exactly.
And I have the documents I can share with her if anybody gets to her, and I can send her copies of the 40-page, it was 38, I think, page document that the county recorder sent Kyle, who turns in it to me, so. Sorry, Gloria and Beth. Okay.
You got anything else, Jake?
Yeah, I got a couple of things. Just want to remind everybody when you're out mowing, try not to blow your grass out to the roads. Rain gets into our drains and it just makes a mess for us. And if you do blow it out there, just when you're done, blow it back in your yard. I put a thing, or I had her put something on Facebook about it and got backlash and we did. And it's not that I'm trying to be hard on anybody, it just it helps us out when we don't do it. Also, I'm going to be going around here soon and trimming up sidewalks. We got a lot of sidewalks that have tree limbs hanging in. So if you do not want me trimming your trees and your trees are hanging on sidewalks, you better go out and trim them. Probably looking at probably about 2 weeks, and we'll start doing them. And I'll just trim as much as I have to clear the sidewalks up. I went around, did all the intersections and tried to trim for the school buses. So I think we're good there. We talked in one of the meetings, and we don't have to go real far into this right now because we're not real sure what all's going to develop, but we talked about putting in a circle drive down our water tower to accommodate the fire department and their tankers. For half the cost of moving the hydrant out to the road. But we have the potential cell tower wanting to come in that area. So we've held off on the circle drive. We're kind of back to moving it out to the road, the hydrant. I did talk with the fire department and I just kind of asked would they be willing to port in half of that, which would be us pay 6 and them pay 6. And, with them being a volunteer department, I know money's tight, we would just do over 2 years, take 3,000 off of their yearly budget for 2 years. And that would be their contribution to help moving that hydrant. So that's really all I got as far as that. Yes, we'll wait. We don't know a whole lot of information on the cell tower yet.
With the grass on the roads, bunch of my motorcycle riding friends say they hate it. It's a safety issue.
Absolutely, it is.
With the skids. That's just another.
Well, it makes our town look trashy. I mean.
Yeah.
Need to keep our streets nice and our sidewalks nice, and it takes everybody to help to make our town look nice. And that's all I've got.
Hey, real quick, I don't know who to ask if it's up yet. Who do we get in contact with? Somebody told me at one point when they went around and put the new lights on the power poles, that there's a shield that they can put on. Who do we do that?
No, it was AEP when they put them up. So who you've got a contact for power, because they put the lights up and they were the ones that if somebody requested a shield that they were the ones that put them up. Any questions for Jake? Any other questions? Josh.
Calls for the month, we had a total of 273. The spot was 308. So it brings our year-to-date totals to 2,023 calls. As far as vehicle maintenance, we just had a couple little things this last month. The 2014, we had to take it in, have the AC recharged. It was quite a bit low on Freon. They didn't find any leaks or anything, so it just needed charge. It also had a screw in the tire. We had to get that fixed. That was a pretty charge. I did attend the Green County Law Enforcement Executive Meeting July the 24th. They're looking at a new CAD system possibly for Grant County. There wasn't a whole lot of details about it at that meeting. They just kind of passed around some quotes with a couple different systems that they're looking at going to. But they haven't talked too much further than that. I know they're talking about doing a couple of demos coming up, so they're gonna have different people in certain agencies take a look at it, kind of see what's the in and outs of them and the pros and cons. Then for new information, we got awarded a grant, the first responder grant for the Indiana Department of Health. That grant awarded our department 25 doses Narcan. So we'll have those coming in shortly. I just gotta finish up some of the paperwork for the grant. Biggest thing is the benefits. So we found out this last week that our radios are not phase 2 compatible. They switched the system over and I couldn't get out on the radio. So I sent you guys an email with several quotes on that. And my recommendation is that we go with the Kenwood. They're quite a bit cheaper than the Motorola's, which we currently have. We have 3 radios currently in service, the Motorola ones. But we can get by with a minimum of 2. And the Motorola's were 5,600 a piece, roughly, and the Kenwoods were 2,500 a piece. And so with 2 radios with AJ communications, it would be a total of 5,642 tonight. And then the other one is our in-car radios. They are currently not phase 2 compatible, so we would have to have those radios flashed, what they call flash code by ERS, and that would be a cost of $1,039.14. So on those 2 things, I guess I'm looking to see your guys' thoughts and if we could proceed on going ahead with those 2 quotes, the one from JK for the 2 radios and the one ERS to flash our in-car radio.
Do we have a choice? No,
No, I say no, but then we're kind of.
no, we want people to be safe.
I make a motion that we accept both those quotes to get the radios upgraded to phase 2. Both the buying 2 new handhelds and reflashing the in-car unit.
I second.
Any questions for Josh?
Will you need a third eventually, since we have 3 now?
I would say yes, eventually, definitely, because I currently take mine home all the time.
Okay.
And there's one in there for the part-time. So if we were to have an issue with one go down, then we would only have one at the department. So if I get called out for something, I would have to come here, get it, and then go to whatever's going on. Or if we have an event and there's 2 guys on and one's down, then it kind of, we're stuck in the same boat with one radio.
Keep reminding us of it. Please.
But yeah, a minimum of 2 radios would get us by.
Any other questions for Josh?
Can we go to 3?
Yeah, I mean, we're in the process of putting our 2026 budget together. And so it's one of those, can we wait till the first of the year to get that third one? To make the budget that's in place now a little more manageable? That's kind of where, as Des and I talked about the financial side of it, that's where we landed, is that if we could put the third one off for a few months, that would be great. You know, if something happens to the new radios will have warranty at least, so that protects us a bit, because then we would get a loaner if, am I thinking that correctly?
Yes, we should. They have one of 2. Well, yes, we get a loaner, and they do come with a 3-year parts replacement.
So
Sure. We're looking at a grant too, possibly to pay for the 2.
yeah, there is some efforts already underway to try to get grant money to help cover the cost of all the radios. So initially, the 2 with the intent to get the third so that we've got a spare would be pretty in short order.
Les had mentioned, correct me if I'm wrong, county gave out some money. Not money. It was allocated per departments to order X amount of dollars for the radio for fire department. Yeah. With that, we have a reserves. For when we mess up, Les had mentioned possibly letting Josh and the department borrow. I'm not answering that for him. I'm not answering it for Josh, but I just know that may be on the table to help the situation.
Right.
And it's already programmed with everything he would be.
Yeah. Well, and that could get us by on not having a third for a period of time. Yeah.
Yeah, and I did speak with Les about it.
Okay.
And so if I need anything, I'll
Okay.
just reach out. Help us out, so.
Okay. That's great.
That's possible. And it's here
Right.
now.
Sure. Right. And these will be available here just within a week or something,
Yes.
isn't it?
Yeah, they said, Adam said he hadn't been stopped, so he should be able to program him, depending on his schedule and time frame, should be able to get him to us within a week.
And our current radios do work because the county went back to phase 1 for 30 days because there were several departments that this similar situation happened. So our current radios do work. The police department can communicate all the things that we would expect and want. And it'll just be a change that once the new radios are in place, the phase 2 will be switched back in 3 weeks, basically.
The longest part of that whole ordeal is each radio is assigned a state ID. So basically, with my radio, because I'm an officer within and when I key up in dispatch, they know it's Tyler Thunder. Based off of that radio ID, he went through and assigned me to. Well, they have to apply for that ID with the state, and that's the longest process. It's like a 3 or 4 day process. Once he gets that, you can program the radio and ship it on its way.
So we should not have any trouble getting the radios prior to the switch over to phase 2.
Yeah. It's always.
You never know about things anymore, but
Yeah, but as of right now.
Yes.
Do have we bought the Kenwood radio that we have booked for. A lot of the county fire departments went with that Kenwood radio, and I've not had a single issue on it.
Great.
I've had an issue with the system. But not with the radio itself.
Great. That's good information. We appreciate that. Anything else, Josh?
Yeah, that's all I have.
Kyle?
We need to make an actual vote. We only.
Oh, did we not vote? Okay. Let's see.
You motioned, I
I
second.
motion, you second.
Mhm.
All in favor of updating the radios? 4-0. Thank you. Kyle?
I'm very light tonight. I think we've already got it. You want hard copy from them, everything, all the documents I got?
If you want to hand them to me, I'll put them in my file.
Yeah.
Now, if anybody's interested in seeing it, give me your email and I can send it to you.
Did we get all of the Philibom stuff figured out? Did he ever get all of that finished? And seemed like there were a few loose ends there.
I wanna say everything got done.
Okay.
Yeah, that was on the agenda 2 years.
Right.
So
Exactly.
the properties, ours and taxes, and yeah, that they get finished.
Okay,
The
great.
breaking, putting it all, yeah, I mean, we finally got it off the agenda.
I know that it was talked about a little bit last month when I was not here, but Kyle, we've got all the information now on what the process is for the town to sell real property. I know that there's been some interest on the property on Main Street, and certainly appreciate that interest, and we will be starting that process to just kind of go through the steps. It'll take us a little bit of time because we have to get a couple of different appraisals from 2 different people. We got to post it, and then it has to be sold as a bid sale. We can't just make arrangements with an individual. It does have to be bid based on state statute. So we'll begin that process. So thought it might be easier than that, but we will do our due diligence on following that procedure, and we'll get that started.
All right, do you wanna do that? Then we have to pass a resolution. I can have the next meeting. Start the process. If you wanna start the process on that, that's what I hear.
Yes. Yep. So. All right. Well, I think that is all we've got. Does anybody have any questions, any comments?
I want to report on Swayzee Days.
Oh, yes.
Heather and I we're off and running. We're gonna do this. Hell or raw water. It's gonna happen. Excited. We've got enough money to cover this year, with a little bit to put back for next year. We've added some activities because we got some extra money. We're still getting money.
Yes.
Yeah, the last couple of days over the weekend, we got a couple hundred more. Kids activities, we added more in that. Brittany's gonna advertise it more, which is not free. It costs money, online. We've got 20 vendors at the farmer's market. What else do we need?
We
The
need
parade is
food
setting up.
trucks.
Yes, we've got one today. They haven't signed up yet, so I'm not gonna say it until they sign up. But we are needing more food trucks. So if you know anybody interested, please have them get in touch with us. Anything else?
Tractors.
Tractor, Andrew Wood's kind of in charge of that, the old antique tractor show. We've got a pet parade, children's bike parade, pie baking contest. Please enter. Samantha's in charge of that. Parade, and the fire
5K,
department,
Pancake
5K.
breakfast right after, and the silent auction, which Brittany has been doing a great job bringing things in. So
Pancake breakfast.
that,
Okay,
yep, we should be good.
so we got a whole day. Oh, most important movie in the park.
That's right.
The movie is The Sandlot was voted
Uh-huh.
as the one that the town people wanted to see.
And I think we're gonna have it on the ball field.
Yes, down in West Park.
Discuss possibly having it. Towards town, or I gotta have one tied the screen on.
Okay.
I'm sure I can figure it out, but that
Yep.
chain link fence really works.
We figured with the movie that it is, it'd probably be pretty cool being on the ball field. I think.
And Derek, stand up. You're already wearing our t-shirt for the day. This is a t-shirt that was designed by Tammy Melton.
Don't worry about the shape.
Sassy Diva. Sassy Diva designed the t-shirt. They're for sale that day, $22. If we run out, she'll order for you. So I don't want to forget anything. I think that's, have I covered everything?
I think so.
Website does have a full event timeline, so if you go in there to see specific times and where everything's gonna be located. We're also gonna put out like a handout of the paper handout, too, with the timeline, in case. It's confusing, so.
And there's 4 authors coming,
it's fine.
5 authors.
Somewhere.
Okay, 5 authors coming down here, main area. So we're ready, excited. And I want all our town council to be there for something. I know you will.
And we changed the direction of the parade. It's going back to the original, coming up this way instead of coming from the funeral home up. It's coming back down.
It'll line up on 2nd Street.
Yeah.
Not 3rd. But so. It'll be here in 3 weeks. We're still taking donations. We will until
And
it's
we
over.
can't take it anymore.
Thanks for all the work that's been put into that.
It's been.
Derek, you've got.
Yeah, I would like your opinion on TIF funding. I know that's a huge question and it's gonna take more time than tonight to think about it.
Yep.
My understanding is we're the only community in the county that's not TIF funding. This makes me wonder why not? Wish we had started one 10 or 15 years ago, but
Yeah.
Some of the issues we have now.
Someone.
I'm wondering if we did that now and
Yes.
the future would be a help to them.
Yeah, and off the top of my head, I don't remember all the details of what the process is to establish the TIF district, but absolutely, I would agree that it was an oversight or felt like it was too complicated or whatever it was 20 years ago, but that's beside the point. But yeah, I would agree that that is something that we need to pursue.
Yeah, way back when. For, I thought I understood that Grant County didn't have when available in Grant County. But who knows? I slept.
Yeah, I
since
don't-
then.
I don't know about that.
But I appreciate your consideration. of that.
Yep. For sure. And then I guess one last thing, unless somebody's, we do have a vacancy on the council and that is open to receiving applications until Wednesday. And then we'll proceed with following up on those applications. And so if you have interest, would love to have you put your name in. And we'll be able to fill that seat. We will fill a seat by the end of the month, which is the state requirement. We have 30 days from when the seat is vacated. And so we've got till the end of August to get that accomplished, but which won't be a problem. But, all right. I think that is all at whatever time it is. 7:53. Not quite a record, but that's pretty good.
John Thompson wasn't here.
Oh, yeah, very good.
Oh, that's still.
All right. Well, thank you much. Have a great evening.